Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I go from this to this, then just keep on watching. Today I'm doing a tutorial on winter makeup for hot climates. So whether you live in a hot climate or you're going on vacation or a getaway in the winter to a hot climate, this is the makeup that you can still wear and still embrace the wintry vibes. For skin prep, I'm using the Road Glazing Milk. And I already prepped my eyes. I'll show you what I used in just a second. I like to use lightweight products like that have a lot of hyaluronic acid, glycerin, things like that are very lightweight on the skin but still provide a lot of hydration. So the eye cream that I've been using for a few days is this one right here. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I think it's Vichy. Anyway, it's the same lab that I think L'Oreal acquired this brand, and I got it at Target. It was like, it's more expensive at Target, but it's more affordable compared to like luxury brands. And I love it because it's lightweight and it has hyaluronic acid, and it really just hydrates your under eye without making it feel heavy. So I really recommend that one. I've been enjoying it. And then I'm going to use the Paula's Choice Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid Broad Spectrum SPF 50. Whew, I'm like out of breath saying that, but this is what that looks like. And I know I don't really show all the time me putting like SPF on, but I do think it's like really important, especially if you have melasma, like I do. So I really focus it here because this is where I have a lot of my melasma. And this is really great for under makeup. Then bring it down my neck. And on my eyes. I do have some hyperpigmentation on my eyes too. Just kind of blending that in. I've done my brows off camera. I used the Rye Brow Grooming Serum again because I'm really on a mission to grow my brows. And then I used my NYX Lift and Snatch pen in the shade Ash Brown. Okay, I'm just gonna let that settle in for a little, so let's just go right into eyes first. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna use that today. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Concealer. This is in the shade 1N1. I just need to use this up. I love it, but I've had it for a long time, so it's gonna expire soon. But I forgot how much I really love this. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyes. It still smells good. And I'm going to use my Hourglass concealer brush to blend that in. I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario palette. This is the Ethereal Eyes of Moonlight. Oh, I love this palette so much. And I'm just going to use this lightest shade here to set that concealer I just put on. Use the Bobbi Brown color corrector stick in the shade Bisque before I take it any further on my eyes. I'm just really prepping them right now. And you know the drill, I'm just patting that product into the skin. Okay, continuing with the eyes, I'm just taking more of that lightest shade. I'm going to use this shade right here. And I'm going to use that in the crease and in the outer corner. And just kind of taking a little bit on the lid too. But I'm using it in the outer corner. I feel like I look back at my videos and I'm like, wow. I could have definitely blended that a little bit better. So that's what I'm trying to focus on. It's just hard when you're like filming because you don't want to take forever. You know, you want to keep it flowing. But like when I'm doing my makeup by myself, like I sit there and I'm like paying attention to every detail. I'm taking this blue shade And I'm going to create a line first, right on the lash line, really close to it. There's a little bit of fallout, which I forgot about, but that's okay, we can clean that up. I'm gonna have to apply more sunscreen and eye cream, but that's good. See, like, you're seeing how I like to show on my channel, like, how to fix mistakes. Like, look at that. So I haven't done my base makeup yet, but I put my eye cream on, or the eye serum, I put my sunscreen, so now I'm gonna need to reapply that. Take my Pixie eyeliner, and this is in the shade Black Blue. I thought this would be perfect for this look, so I'm going to take that right on the lash line to darken that up a little. Usually I use the powder over the liner. I don't know what I'm doing today. It's early. Feels like a Monday, but it's Thursday. I'm gonna deepen the outer corner of the eyes because I feel like it needs to be done. So I'm gonna use a little bit of the blue and this gray mixed together. Let's see how this works out. I have no idea. Just kind of connecting it with that wing. For my favorite part, the shimmer, I think I'm just gonna use this one right here. So it looks like this. It's kind of like gold a little bit. And then I might mix it with like this grayish one right here. So mixed, that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna put that on my lid, like the mobile lid. I feel like I'm doing all of this like backwards. Usually I do the liner before I do, or no, after I do glitter. Like, I'm just not thinking clearly this morning, but I think it's gonna work out just fine. All right, so I'm just taking a little bit of that in the inner corner as well. Right here, sorry. And I'm putting that like in the inner corners kind of to brighten that up. Just get any fallout, clean anything up over here. Okay. I'm going to go back in with my eye cream real quick. Okay. I feel like this is all over the place. I'm going to use my Rephr eyelash curler and let's just do the mascara now while we wait for that eye cream. I keep calling it cream, but the eye serum to sink in. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. I don't really prime my lashes that often, but whatever, we're just gonna do it today. So I'm gonna let that like settle in for a second and then go in with, the Voluminous Original L'Oreal. This is the black. So I'm just putting a little bit more of that sunscreen back on where I took it away with the makeup wipe. I'm using the Morphe Skin Tint, and this is in the shade Hint of Marshmallow. I like to use a beauty blender and my fingers with this. Just pat that in the skin. I'm gonna use my color corrector stick again from Bobbi Brown. Hopefully this look turns out good. I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, and this is in light medium. So this is a product that will stick to your hair. So you may want to like use a little bit of powder over it, especially in a hot climate, but it is nice and lightweight, which is why I like it. It's also fragrance free. At least I don't smell any like real like heavy fragrances in here. So yeah, I like it for that. Just gonna use a little bit on my nose, do a little bit of a contour. I'm gonna use the Patrick Ta blush. This is in Not Too Much. So I'm gonna use the liquid first, or the cream first. So I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and this is the talc free. I don't sense any fragrance in this. I know the original one does, and I'm gonna just pack that on. Now this is what you can do before you do your eye makeup, which will help fallout, but we kind of like did it opposite today, but that's fine. You're just seeing like all the different ways, like, you know. I always like to experiment with different ways and see what works and what doesn't work. And now for the cheek area, I'm just going to take a fluffier brush and go over this, because I do not want super glowy. Like, I like to have a little bit of glow peek through, but I don't want like super glowy. Now I would like to tone down my eyes, so I'm going to take my powder actually and just use that on the edge. So I'm taking the Laura Mercier powder and toning down this eye look. I just feel like it's way too much for me right now and what look I'm trying to go for. Okay, so that just like toned everything down a little bit. I'm being very picky today for some reason. This look is taking way longer than I anticipated. So I'm using the Sweet Beauty brightening like eye pencil. It's called Bright Satin Kohl Eyeliner, and I like to use that on my bottom waterline. And for the top, I'm going to use a little bit, like I'm going to tight line using this Pixie Black Blue liner. For concealer, I'm just going to use a little bit of this Laura Mercier. This is the 1N1. Really wanted to have like a bright under eye today for some reason. So that's what we're doing. I'm tempted to put lashes on, but it feels like a lot of work to do right now. I've been obsessed with the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light, just because it's like fragrance free. It's not like too pigmented, and I just feel like it leaves such a nice glow to the skin. It's so lightweight. I love it so much. So that is the bronzer of choice. And then back to the Patrick Ta. I'm adding a little bit on my nose. This calls for a setting spray, so I'm going to use my Refi setting spray. Fragrance free. I'm just going to take my beauty blender while it's drying and lightly pat everything in. This is just going to make sure everything is blended nicely. Here is what we're looking like so far. We've got one more thing to do, and then this look is complete. So I'm going to use the Mob Beauty Smooth Precision Lip Liner in M159. It's a very cool tone lip liner. If you haven't tried Mob Beauty, they have some amazing products. So that's how I like to do my lip liner, just kind of smudge it out a little bit. And then I'm going to use the Mob Beauty Matte Lip, and this is in M154B. That's what that looks like. It's just like a really pale nude. And yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of this Victoria Beckham contour stylus in the shade Marble. Just use that on my Cupid's bow and like down here. And just blend that in a little for some contour. And this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.